Hey YouTube, Godhammer227 here with a knife review for you. Today I have the Schrade Scha3bs. It's one of their brand new tactical folder knives. It's an assist open and it is a great knife. The Scha3bs does stand for things. The SCHA stands for Schrade, which is the company. The 3 means this is the third model, which it actually says on the side of the blade. There are 3 patents. I don't know if my camera will zoom in, but there are 3 patents on the side. So this is the third model, and it is, the B stands for black, the S stands for serrated on the serrated edge. That's what it all stands for. To start off, it's got 4034 stainless steel in the blade. The blade itself is 2.9 inches long. The whole thing overall is 7.3 inches. And it's just a little bit shorter than my hand spread. It's a great size. I think it fits really well in the hand. On the blade, it actually has this ambidextrous thumb stud, so you can use it from both sides. It's like a little square. It's really useful. I like that it's ambidextrous because I am right hand dominant, but I'm very precise with my left hand. So I get kind of weird. I can be ambidextrous with knives, and I like that that's on both sides. On the knife itself, when it's closed, there is a safety. It's this little switch right here. On the inside, there is a red dot. I think you can see it there. When you slide this up, the safety is on, and it's not going to let that knife go. It's really good, really firm. You slide it back down, the safety is off, and it also has this really tight belt clip. And this is a great feature because that is, I mean, I can try and pry it up, but it is seriously tight. Held on by these 3 rather big screws for how small the belt clip looks. The belt clip size, don't let it fool you. It's good for the size of the knife. Since this is meant to be held in the pocket, it's great. It's extremely strong. It is not coming out of your pocket anytime soon. It would take an earthquake and a half to get this thing out of your pocket, and I think it's a great feature for this knife. To make things a little bit better, it's also got this rubber insert in the handle. It fits right in there. It's really nice. It gives it a lot of grip. It gives you a lot of extra texture. The handle itself is made of a really lightweight aluminum. It's really thick, so it does have some weight to it. But I think the weight is nothing compared to how amazing the knife is. It's really not that heavy, just a few ounces, but it's great. It's a wonderful weight for the knife. I think it would be perfect if you were carrying this as an everyday knife or a tactical knife or whatever you want to carry it as. It is a very geometric knife, meaning like there are a lot of cool lines on it, as you can see. Try and give you a good graphic of that. It's very geometric. There are actually 6 points of geometry on the blade itself, where it comes into a Tonto point, which is great, as many knife lovers know, for piercing. The Tonto edge cannot be beat because it comes down to that perfect point. Razor sharp point, or it's like a needle. It's great. I love it. And it also has serration on the blade. Now that's optional. There are several different forms of this knife. You can get it. This one is solid black handle, black covered knife. It's great, but it does come in multiple colors and designs, and it's really, really intricate. In terms of use, let me give you a little demo of the Assist Open and just how quick it is. Did you catch that? Because it's kind of quick. And let me do it again. It has the slide lock right there. When you're pushing it down, it does have quite a bit of resistance, but that's only because of the spring. But just look at the speed. I mean, that's lightning fast. I couldn't even see that the first time I tried it. It's amazingly fast, especially if you're in a tactical situation where you need a knife now. It's going to be fast. It's not going to let you down. To point out one of the only problems I have with this knife, one of the only concerns I have, is the rubber inserts. You can't really see it on this, but the rubber insert, which ends right there, just from me carrying it, it's starting to fray at the end. Now, I don't know if that's just like excess where it just stretches over where it should and it didn't get cut properly, or if it is actually pulling up the whole thing. I don't know, only time will tell, but that is my major number one concern, is that eventually through natural wear and tear, this thing will be pulled up and the rubber inserts will be torn off. Now, I don't know if Schrade has a return policy or a repair policy like many other knife companies do. I'm not sure, but that is my biggest concern at the moment. The blade, fresh out of the box, is sharp. It is, I wouldn't say completely shaveably sharp, like I don't think you could shave your arm with it. But paper, I actually don't have any real paper around right now to give you a demo, but when I first tried to shave a piece of paper with it, it cut the corner off. It just flat slashed it off like it was nothing. And it did it with the beginning of the Tonto point, just right there, that last little curve that goes up to the point. And it was incredibly clean cut how it did it, and I was really amazed with its cutting power. But that was fresh out of the box, and I'm sure you could actually get this sharper with the type of steel it is. Since it is not the hardest steel in the world, it would not be terribly hard to sharpen it. The downside to it not being incredibly high carbon steel is that it will not retain its edge if you're using it constantly. If it's being used a lot, it's not going to retain that edge very long. But I think it would be easy to sharpen, and with the quality of the steel as it is, I think it'll last you a long time. All in all, on the Schrade Scha3bs, I have to say it's a great knife. I love it. It's high quality, great steel. I love the shape of it, the context, all the geometric designs. If you're into futuristic looking tactical knives, you can't go wrong with this one. It's a great it's a powerful assist open. I love assist open knives. This, I have to say, I love it. I love it, and I'm glad I bought it. And I actually bought it for about $20 less than I saw it online. Of course, you can get the eBay slightly used knives for about $30, somewhere in there. But if you want it brand new, online, I saw it at Bass Pro Shop online for about 60 something, $65 more or less. But I bought it at the Bass Pro store for about 50. I think it was 50 with tax. It was about 45 when I picked it off the shelf. So I bought it about $20 cheaper than it was online. That's not something you find very often, where it's cheaper in store. So definitely something worth buying if you're into a pretty cheap tactical folder. It's cheap for the quality, and I think it's high quality, and I think it's a great knife, and it is very useful. So that's my review on the Schrade Scha3bs. I actually have another knife that I want to review, a little less positively, but I'll do that later, because what else do I have to do at 4 in the morning? So, I hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe, like, and I'll see y'all later.